Hello there and welcome back. Now we've completely optimized our Bootstrap built website and we're ready to deploy it on our web host. In order to deploy our website, we need a few things. First of all, you'll need a domain. To do that, I recommend domain.com or hover.com or even godaddy.com for your domain. Next thing, you're going to need a host. You need a place to point your domain to host your files. For that, I recommend MediaTemple. If you need a server that is really high performing, if you're planning on having a lot of traffic, MediaTemple is a really great option. Also, Site5 is a site that I personally host my websites on. They've always treated me well, and so I do recommend their services. If you need a less expensive host, then Bluehost is a really good place to get started. At any rate, you'll need to upload your website to your host. In this case, I have created a directory for my website at my current host. Under that, it is brocknunn.com/clearstep. So I'm going to take my files from our project. This is the correct one. We have our index and about PHP with our includes. That looks pretty good. Let's check out the size of our image folder. So our image folder total weight is about 295 kilobytes. That's pretty good. The next thing we'll need to do from here is actually upload our files via FTP or another method that you prefer. To do that, you need an FTP tool, something to get the files from your desktop to our server. If you are on a PC or a Mac, I highly recommend FileZilla. It's a time-tested FTP tool, and it's what I personally use on my Windows machine. If you are on a Mac, however, the FTP client Transmit, it really doesn't get a lot better than that. It's a great FTP client to use. CyberDuck, on the other hand, is an open source FTP client that is also excellent. However, right now, for my purposes, FileZilla will fit just fine. I can open up ClearStep, file structure, open up FileZilla, and I've already connected to my server using FileZilla, and I have created a ClearStep directory in my public HTML files. From here, I can just drag all of my files and then upload. We have successfully uploaded. Now we can go check it out on the web. So if we head over to brocknunn.com/clearstep, we see our site. We have our ClearStep, home, and about us. Perfect. That's exactly what we want. And congratulations, you have now created and deployed your own Bootstrap-powered website. Remember, people use Bootstrap to power a huge number of web applications. If you need to quickly prototype your next web app or you need to personalize your personal site, Bootstrap is a tremendous place to get started. And remember, CSS is not the only thing that Bootstrap offers. You can jump into the JavaScript and that documentation by heading over to JavaScript and looking through all of the JavaScript-based elements. But moreover, you should look into customizing the JavaScript that you use. And you can select the JavaScript plugins that you want to use or not use by simply ticking a few boxes and downloading your JavaScript file. That way you can keep your Bootstrap site nice and light. If, however, you are more of a web savant and you would like to start contributing to the open source web, Bootstrap is a fantastic place to start. If you have ideas for how you can make Bootstrap better, head over to GitHub and locate the Bootstrap repository. From here, you can download the latest versions of Bootstrap as well as contribute things yourself. Need a place to get started? Simply head over to the issues, and from this area, you can actually find a large amount of issues that you very well may be able to handle and help out the community yourself. And that's that. I hope you have enjoyed building with Bootstrap. I've certainly enjoyed being your instructor throughout this course. If you'd like to keep up with me day to day, you can follow me on Twitter at BANunn, N-U-N-N. Until next time, thank you for letting me be your instructor as we build together with Bootstrap. I have certainly enjoyed it, and I hope you got a lot out of it too. Remember to keep practicing and experimenting with your designs. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.